Zoo Creepy Ghost Towns in the UK. UK ghost towns are steeped in history and folklore, offering visitors a window into the past. Spread across various regions, each ghost town carries its own unique narrative and atmosphere. From medieval hamlets to ancient towers, some of the UK's ghost towns have been abandoned for centuries, shrouded in eerie history and myth. In this video, we present a list of 10 creepy ghost towns in the UK, places that are as eerie as they are intriguing. Without further delay, let's get started. 10. Sturston, Norfolk. Located in the county of Norfolk, England, Sturston is an abandoned village and civil parish about 7.5 miles north of Thetford and 30 miles southwest of Norwich. The village was vacated when the British Army appropriated the area during World War II, designating it as part of the Stanford Battle Area, which still serves as an infantry training ground. The civil parish covers an area of 7.81 square kilometres and recorded no residents in the 2001 census. For local government purposes, it is incorporated within the Breckland district. Today, Sturston and most of its parish lie within a restricted zone, and entry is prohibited without explicit authorisation from the Army. 9. Imber, Wiltshire. Situated on Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, England, Imber is a deserted village. Originally a remote settlement dating back to the 10th century, it was abandoned in 1943 when the military requisitioned the area for training, particularly in preparation for the D-Day landings. Today, Imber is incorporated into the Heytesbury civil parish and is owned by the Ministry of Defence, serving as a training ground. Although it remains largely inaccessible throughout the year, the medieval church of St Giles is the only building open to the public. Entry is permitted on a limited number of designated days annually, usually during festive periods. Then, you can visit one of the UK's creepy ghost towns to experience the mystery and intrigue. 8. Warren Percy, North Yorkshire. Warren Percy, an abandoned medieval village in North Yorkshire, England, was continuously inhabited for 6 centuries before its abandonment shortly after 1500. Settlement in the area dates back to the Bronze Age, though the earliest recorded structures are from the Iron Age. Archaeological excavations conducted annually from 1950 to 1990 have uncovered the village's extensive history and the factors that led to its decline. Although the Black Death of 1348 to 49 did not significantly contribute to its abandonment, a general population decrease prompted a shift toward larger settlements. Today, Warren Percy is recognised as one of the UK's most notable ghost towns. 7. Dunich Suffukk. Historically, Dunwich served as the capital of the Kingdom of the East Angles. This village and civil parish, located along the North Sea coastline in Suffolk, England, was once a major port rivaling London during the 14th century. However, most of the town has been submerged by coastal erosion and severe storms, making it the largest underwater medieval site in Europe today. The village has since dwindled to a population of 189, as recorded in the 2021 census. Surrounded by nature reserves and a pebble beach, Dunwich now attracts hikers, birdwatchers, and cyclists. Renowned for its haunting history, the town captivates artists, poets, and historians alike. Today, what remains of Dunwich are the ruins of the Grey Friars Friary, All Saints Church, and the enduring mystery it evokes. 6. Hallands, Devon. During the 18th and 19th centuries, Hallands thrived as a prosperous fishing community. By 1891, it had a population of 159, spread across 37 houses. However, circumstances changed drastically in 1897 when dredging operations began to extract shingles for the expansion of Plymouth's naval dockyard, which removed the protective beach. This activity led to significant coastal erosion, culminating in a devastating storm on January 26, 1917, that obliterated much of the village. Today, Hallands exists as a haunting ghost town. Only stone walls and ruins remain, along with a viewing platform that offers insights into the village's history and the events that contributed to its demise. 5. Galbelly, Country Antrim. Deserted but not forgotten, Galbelly is a village nestled in the scenic glens of County Antrim, Northern Ireland. Perched on the hills of the Antrim coast above Garran Point, it remains a hidden treasure that offers visitors a glimpse into Ireland's rural lifestyle. Once home to approximately 60 residents, Galbelly traces its origins to the 1800s when it functioned as a self-sustaining community. The local population, primarily subsistence farmers, shepherds and fishermen, enriched their diets with fish, shellfish, potatoes and various root vegetables. The village's final inhabitant, a Cistercian monk named Brother Vida O'Kane, passed away in 2013, leaving Galbelly entirely uninhabited. Today it lies largely in ruins, marked by stone-walled structures and scattered thatched cottages. 4. Mardell Green, Cumbria. When Haweswater Reservoir began in the 1930s, Mardell Green became the sacrificial lamb as the village was submerged to facilitate the dam's construction. The town was flooded when the Manchester Corporation raised the Valley Lake's water level to supply urban northwest England. Mardell Green featured a modest church, a public house called the Dun Bull Inn, and several residential buildings. When the reservoir's water recedes, the remnants of Mardell Green, including the distinctive humpback bridge and traces of streets and structures, become visible, clearly identifying it as one of the UK's most eerie ghost towns. 3. Hampton-on-Sea, Kent. What began as a small fishing hamlet grew through the oyster trade and evolved into a resort destination by 1879. However, by 1916, Hampton-on-Sea was abandoned due to coastal erosion and flooding issues exacerbated by strong tidal currents. Yet the story didn't end there. Edmund Reed, formerly head of the Metropolitan Police's Criminal Investigation Department during the Jack the Ripper case, became the area's sole inhabitant before ultimately vacating his residence in 1916. By 1921, much of the land where the village once thrived had been lost, leaving only remnants such as the stub of the original pier, the Hampton Inn pub, and the dilapidated coastal defences of Hampton-on-Sea, visible at low tide. 2. Binend, Fife. Founded in the late 1870s to house workers from nearby shale oil extraction facilities, Binend is now a deserted industrial settlement divided into two distinct areas, High Bin and Low Bin. The High Bin was situated above the oil works at the former Binend farm, while Low Bin lay to the east of the oil works, adjacent to the main road. In 1891, the village reached its peak with 564 residents in 95 houses in High Bin and 192 individuals in 33 houses in Low Bin. However, the closure of the oil works in 1894 triggered a steady decline in the population. The last resident, George Hood, left in 1954, and today Binend is remembered primarily for its status as a ghost town in the UK. 1. Stanford Norfolk. During World War II in 1942, the British Army evacuated 6 small villages in Norfolk's Stanford region to create a simulated battleground for training troops bound for Europe. Approximately 500 residents from Stanford, Sturston, Buckenham Tofts, Langford, West Tofts, and Tottington sacrificed their homes and were never allowed to return. Today, the area is known as the Stanford Training Area, which has served as a filming location for the sitcom Dad's Army and has been used in every major British Army deployment since the war. As a live firing range, civilian access to this abandoned site is limited to a few tours each year, making it unsurprising that it is ranked number 1 among the 10 creepiest ghost towns in the United Kingdom. As this video comes to an end, which ghost towns in the UK would you like to visit someday? Join the conversation in the comments and let us know what you think. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.